Slumpy.
Yo, what's going on?
Pumpy.
There we go. There's someone.
Bro, what is going on with Spaces? I tried to start it off the bat, and it rugged. And luckily, I was able to retry.
They don't want us to talk about NFTs.
It's your internet,
Bro, they're
bro.
trying to.
It's your internet.
They're
Like, stop it.
no, Jerry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on the 5G cellular data, so maybe it is.
Yeah, like all week, man. All week it's been kind of ruggy, and you get robotic sometimes, and
You guys,
yeah, there's like host has
Jerry,
connectivity
look, man.
warnings sometimes. You just
Jerry,
installed
look,
like a
man.
whole gig of like private Starlink internet, didn't you?
Yo, I didn't put no Starlink in here. I don't want those balloon satellites floating around my freaking house. You know what I'm saying? It's all undersea cables is all I want to use. Check
Bro,
this
I
out.
bet if you move your safe, you'll get better reception. Just move the safe, bro. Like I think that's blocking.
Yo, Jerry has like a layout of my house in his head just from conversation because he's got a good memory. But yes, I did just put a new router in, and I'm thinking the two networks are conflicting with each other, the two different Wi-Fi areas. So when I'm in the middle of the two, it's probably conflicting. I need to look at it, but I'm on my phone 5G, which is probably why I'm still
Do you have a
messing up.
mesh system?
Yeah, no, I installed one router as an access point, and I have the main one as a router still, which I thought would be fine, but maybe I need to look into it a little bit deeper.
Yeah, is it like a Nighthawk or an Orbi?
Yeah,
or
yep.
something like
It's
that. Okay.
it's like a lower version of a Nighthawk, but still the same brand. But I mean,
Nice.
you're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to set it up as an access point, which I did.
Yeah, how far away is
And
it, and what's the strength of the satellite though? Because that'll affect how much of a repeater it is. You know how strong the repeat signal is.
I mean, I ran a Ethernet cable to it, so it's got its own hard line, and it should be working as access point. But maybe that's my issue. It probably needs to be its own router, since it has a hard line to it. We'll see, dude. I'll look into it. We ain't got to talk about it with everybody. We'll just be nerding out in here, dude.
Bro, we're nerding out. There's like 8 of us in here, bro, and 3, half of us
Like
is on stage.
Sophie's
Sophie
up here, like,
wants
what
to
the
learn about this
fuck are
stuff,
y'all
man. She's
talking
like looking
about?
through her favorites folder. Did you do what I said, Sophie?
No.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Well, we just
Happy
quickly
Friday.
shifted to your clone selection, your favorited folder, and we're asking if you did what I suggested for you to do, if you had done that yet, or if you're in that position.
Was that assuming that I just had all this ETH to place on, or ETH to place on every clone in the collection?
No,
Dude,
you don't need
like,
that much. I mean, come on.
we're at like an ETH, Sophie. Like, just throwing ETH on it, everything. You might hit.
I might just.
Just eat, wheat it till you make it. Kuro, you square-headed ass, looking ass, square-head ass motherfucker. What are you doing, bro? Look at you, squared up.
Yeah, they approved me being a company finally. So that's on them. Now my reach is infinite. So they played themselves at Twitter. They suspended my account last night. I don't understand what that was about. That was kind of weird. Sorry about my dystopian background sounds. I'm like getting in the mindset of what it's going to be like in 3 months in NFTs if you don't own a clone.
Kuro, they just let anybody have a square PFP now? Is there even a review
No,
process? Do they
only
understand what
only the real people get a square.
do they just like, yeah, bro, do they understand what they did? Kuro can change his profile picture whenever he wants now. He's gonna be a menace out here.
Oh, bro, they're gonna approve. They're gonna approve the cheating death account. I gotta figure out, who makes the rigged files for the Wonder
It
Dynamics.
Bilello did mine for me.
By Lelo? Okay, I gotta message him on the
Yeah.
Discord. Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get mine done, and then this athlete guy that right now, as you can see, I have a very strange PFP on, but this is my recruiting strategy. Okay, hear me out. I go into all of the communities with low floor prices. I buy a couple NFTs. I change my PFP for 2 days. Then they start asking me why I changed to the clone. Then they buy a clone.
Hey, I've been seeing
That's
a lot of interest on the
definitely
timeline. Oh, go
that's
ahead,
gonna
Max.
get me. No, I was just gonna say that's gonna get me.
No, that's how you got to do it. It's just clones in here, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So sometimes you got to use secret techniques. Okay. This is my way of the ninja, the sneak attack.
Hi, Dre.
Sophie.
What's up with the new 750s?
I don't know, man. I just came across that on the timeline, and I did the research. And like Pump said, I heard the dude that put the information out. Pump fakes, no pun intended. So we'll see. Hopefully they do come out. I think those are some of the best Yeezy models
Oh, okay. I think I missed half of the convo, but now I know what you're talking about.
ever, ever.
We just started the
It's the
combo.
beginning of the convo.
You
Welcome.
missed nothing.
Oh, I was on a call while I was in
Wait,
the spaces, and then I feel like I missed out. I was trying to hang up.
You're talking about the misinformation that dude puts out, and hopefully it's not misinformation because I want those 750s to come back.
Yeah, bro, they're dropping those Yeezys like Kanye's back at Adidas. What's going on? It's kind of confusing.
Wasn't it like their dead stock? They were just trying to
Nah,
liquidate.
that's bullshit. Some
That's
of
what they
these,
said, man. But they keep
nah,
coming out.
nah, it's proven
Me,
that some of these slides that they've released over the last few, quote unquote, last batch, they've been doing as like pre-orders, so they oversell. And because my homie he owns a sneaker store and he bought a bunch of pairs. Some of them have random stickers on them. Some of them have the material, like Dre, the material of the OG slides, and then they brought the rubber that's like rough. Some of them are like mixed materials, different factories, but they're all real. And yeah, so that's why he was thinking in a production date. I think he saw on the box was like a couple days after he ordered them. Because I don't know, some of you, it took me like a month to get my slides last time. So yeah.
Yeah, it took a grip for me to get mine too. So I don't know. It seemed like they try to make it seem like they're not messing with him anymore, but then they keep coming out with more shit back to back to back.
it's because media likes cancel culture.
Bro, because their companies didn't fail without selling that. Like,
That's a
you
fact.
saw the numbers, it was like 25 million Adidas sales in 2023, and then 575 million of that, or no, 575 million in sales were Yeezy products, and 25 million was like the other Adidas. So like without those products, their company is just like
Kaput.
kaput.
Somebody get on the phone with Yeezy and tell him to come back to Nike, man. Real quick,
wait.
man. Save people's posture, and then clones get first access to purchase.
If Yeezy came
Are you
back
guys
to
talking about
Nike,
these moon
bro.
boots?
If Yeezy came back to
Them
Nike,
red
it'd be crazy,
Octobers.
bro. It would break the internet for real.
I think people are starting to see that Kanye was never crazy. It's like man is just knows what he's talking about. Bring him back to Nike.
That's a fact.
Are you guys talking about these moon boots though, right?
I'm talking about the
That you put in
750s that came out the model. What year?
No, you didn't call those moon boots.
You gotta ignore it when comp does the triggering when it certain shoes, man. The homie called Red Octobers those red shoes. So after that, you just gotta
what?
ignore when he's talking about.
Aren't they just
How is that?
red shoes, though? I think he's right. I think he might be right.
He's confusing the red Octobers with the
You
red
guys,
boots, the mischief boots.
am I blind? Like, is that not the color of them? What's going on here? I'm being gaslit, ain't I? You
Yeah,
guys are
just put your
gaslighting
pandas back on, Compound.
me.
He actually downgraded to white Vans.
Nah, he got the
Bro, I
Supreme
got
Air Forces.
all the homies are size 11, bro. Don't talk to me. We good. We good. Pump
Yeah, I
size 11 and a half.
might have to give you some rental sneakers for Anaheim.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Is they're gonna be like, damn, comp, what you got on? I'm like, these are the 1 days, baby. Gonna be 1 day. I gotta give them back to the owner soon. I gotta be careful. Stay back up. Back up. Get your drink away from me. You're drinking a vodka cranberry. Don't fucking drink a vodka cranberry near my
Yeah,
near my
these are my
1 days.
U-Haul Jordans.
I'm serious, bro.
I accidentally. Oh, go ahead, Comp.
No, I'm just literally talking out my ass right now. Go ahead.
I heard today somebody told me that only poor people wear dunks. I looked down at my feet and I was wearing dunks, and I said, you know what? This motherfucker might be right. I'm feeling mad poor right now.
I accidentally wore Yeezys to the last CloneX New York event, so that was a good day when everyone was getting the nice foot cam. It was like going around getting everyone's shoes, and then I looked down and I was like, oh man, I gotta step out real quick.
Yeah, you fucked up your posture. It's not good for your health.
I did. That's how the 750s are too.
Oh, I know.
Bro, I won the 750s in the school bathroom. That shit was lit.
Damn.
Yeah,
School
the
Wi-Fi.
750s take me back.
iPhone
Like,
5, 6.
Yes. They dropped I think I was like 14 or 15 when they dropped. And I was probably the youngest of this group. Actually, I was the same age as you, probably.
Yeah, no, I think I was in like 10th grade.
No, I was definitely in middle school.
Shit.
Wait. No way.
What? No, that means you're like 15. That's cap.
There's no way you was in middle school.
I was 15 when the 750s dropped.
There's no way you was in middle school when
Wait, I
750
wasn't
dropped.
15 in middle school? You were 15 in middle school? That's crazy.
Wait, what? Isn't that the normal age?
Nah,
or no?
you're in grade 10. You're in grade 10. You're tripping right now.
Yeah.
I definitely am.
I graduated high school at 17.
Same here. And then I went to go do nonsense with my life.
I feel you.
I still am.
You couldn't have been in middle school when the 750s dropped, man. That's not.
Wait,
that's
can we
impossible.
Do the math here real quick? Can we do the math here real quick?
No, she was in grade 10.
The math ain't math.
Bro, when did they drop? I'm just saying, everybody's having an existential crisis.
2005, beginning of 2006.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
750, bro.
The 750s?
No, that was 2000.
15.
Oh,
They came out in 2015.
That was 2015.
Okay?
Oh, I thought you meant when did people's posture start getting really bad?
You was in middle school in 2015?
I was a freshman.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
Oh God, no.
I just looked. I was a freshman in high school.
I was living in New York in 2015.
Okay, that makes more sense, Sophie.
Wait, what year did we decide on? Was it 2015 or 5?
2015.
It was 2015.
Oh my god.
Bro, I remember pulling up with the Pablo merch, the Gildan. Thought I was so fresh.
That shit, what? Yo, the jackets, the jean jackets and shit, those shits was fire.
I feel like Pablo.
Them shits was fire.
I feel like Pablo. That shit was too funny.
The Mamba shit, all that stuff, that was fire.
With the pants that had the zippers on the side, the Fear of God pants.
Oh,
it still is fire.
I know, right? That shit was crazy, man. What a time to be alive, bro. Those 750s was some of the best Yeezys ever, man. I don't care what nobody's saying. Adidas Yeezys.
Yeah,
I literally have a pair in the closet right now.
Me too. Triple blacks, me too.
I got the OG gray pair. Sold the black pair for literally $5K, like right after I got it. It's insane.
Bro, I used to,
OG pair I was too scared to keep because the zippers would
man,
break.
I used to kill all of those releases and bust them off as thousands a pop, man. I used to hit them
It's mad.
overseas and have them forwarded over to Canada addresses and then have them sent to my house and sell them for thousands of dollars. It was a great time.
I
Yo,
had
that's
all my
crazy.
dots on lock.
You guys are the axis of bad posture here. That's crazy.
I was gonna say my YKK zipper still intact, full
Yeah,
effect.
mine is straight working. All you just gotta be gentle, right? You can't just be tugging and ripping at something. Of course, anything can break.
No, it was only the OG gray pair that was like super sensitive, I guess.
Let me ask y'all a question.
That's what I'm saying. That pair. It's like again, just after all the horror stories of everyone saying they were ripping, man. It's like wore them a few times, just gentle though. It's like most of the time I literally wear those with the zipper all the way down. I very rarely zip that.
I zip my
Yeah,
shit
that's
to
smart.
the neck, baby, all the way up to the throat.
All right.
You
I
Here's a
got
remember when
those
question
Ye
fat
took the
ankles.
straps off? He cut the
for the
straps off the
sneakerheads.
one box logo.
Yo, a clone's gonna look so sexy as a square PFP in a second. It's crazy.
Kuro, would you be mad if somebody busted out a render of their clone with those 750s on?
Oh, I would be. I'm blocking that motherfucker. Pardon my language. Okay,
Is that an instant block or what?
that's an instant block. You render anything but Nike on those clones, and you disgrace those things. I'm blocking, man. I'm not even playing
Yo,
that.
can someone put the Doodles Crocs on my clone real quick?
Yo.
No, I'm not gonna block you for Crocs, but for Adidas, I definitely will, man. Specs over stripes.
Sophie
I
said.
got stripes, but
So
fuck Adidas.
So what if Johnny though like renders his latest massively beautiful clone with some Yeezys on there? Are you blocking
I
Johnny?
would never be that disrespectful.
He would never disrespect.
If I was gonna do it, I would
Johnny,
do
you're
it with
supposed to
the
go with it,
Yeezy
man.
twos.
Come on, you're supposed to go with it. I wanted to see what Kieran.
Nah,
Definitely.
if they're customized by Johnny, that's a different situation, right?
Okay.
He knows better than to leave that shitty insole in there.
The
He'll
Air
probably gut
Yeezy
it.
2's gotta rock it. Maybe you'll see those in the future.
Yeah.
Bro, they gotta bring those back. What if we
Yo,
can get like an artifact edition Yeezy 2? Like,
I'm
Bro,
making them right
with the
now, bro.
wait,
Murakami
Trey, how are you
flowers.
about to post
Ooh.
the 750s and say they're the best Adidas Yeezys? Meanwhile, the real best Adidas Yeezys are right under them. Those boots,
yeah, those bulls are stupid fire.
stupid fire. The
But
brown
people
one,
sleep, man. They wouldn't even know what I was talking about if I said those boots. But
the
only the
brown
real ones.
pair,
Yeah,
the
them shits
khaki
was
pair.
crazy. Yeah. Don't get me started, baby.
Dude, some of those friends and family boots that came out with like the flared soles, man. Those, I mean, again, like the tree camo that never released
Yes.
the
Oh yeah, the
camos.
ones that
Like if
got
you know what I'm
stolen.
talking about, like those are fire.
Yeah.
They got
Those
stolen
was
out his
fire.
office in like 2016.
Them
I know
shits
who
was
got them.
nasty. Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember I was at SneakerCon and those pairs were at SneakerCon and they were stolen from his office like that same year, and his whole team pulled up to SneakerCon with the cops and wiped out the dude's table who had all the Yeezy samples because they were literally all like half of the ones that were stolen from his office were just on display trying to sell them. And yeah, I remember I was a little kid and I was like, what the hell?
Nah, these Yeezy 500 boots that just came out with this last run were fire too. The ones that look like military boots that everybody slept
Did
on.
yours come in yet?
Yeah, I had them for weeks. I just ain't done nothing with them.
Did you try them on? How do they feel?
Everything feel. I got a 15, so they ran small, like one size. So, but they look good. They feel good.
Make sure to keep them away from your lighters.
Man, comfortable. You know what? I'm just gonna wear them with no shoestrings at all.
The matches shoestrings.
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel kind of like a traitor when I wear Adidas now. I can't even
Yeah, I
front.
sold on mine.
I can't even front though, for real. But I figure like until Nike come to me and say, "Here go a check," I'm gonna wear whatever the hell I want to wear. No pun intended, Nike, but I need that check, baby.
Cut the check for the check.
Cut the check, baby. But no, it's some Adidas have been coming out with some fire ass Yeezys. The ones that you got that you posted up, I thought they were a different pair. I would have gone after those too, because them shits is crazy.
Which one?
The orange ones that you was talking about.
Yeah, what's the
Oh
resale
yeah,
value on them?
those never came out.
Ah,
That's
I
why.
thought
That's
those were
why.
the ones we was. Yeah, I thought those were the ones we was texting about. He was like, "Oh, I've been gunning for these." I thought those were the ones he was talking about.
Yeah, no. Those were the basketball ones that were like the same
Yeah,
color. These are the ones he wore with the whole fit at the first Donda listening party with the
at
orange
the
jacket.
Mercedes shit. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That pair.
Damn it. Where the hell was you at? Who took that picture? Is that G shit?
Which one?
The one that you posted?
Oh no, that's a sample that's on Grail for
Uh,
4 bands right now.
oh, okay. Yeah, they can keep that one for 4 bands. That's nuts.
Yeah, no, obviously. That's why it's there, still for sale.
For sure, though.
Do you guys work out in your Nikes? Because, like, I know we're supposed to be Team Nike here, but, like, I've never broken a sweat in Nikes. Those are, like, my...
Oh yeah, I hoop in the John Morant. It makes me pull the strap out. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Nah, I'm running. I do. I work out in Nike. I had the same pair of workout shoes since 2000. Well, not the same exact pair, but I rebuy the same pair since 2011. And every time they get worn down, I just bust out a brand new pair because I buy them off eBay and keep getting the same pair. But it's
But
some of the
what
most
pair?
comfortable shoes. It's some Nike. I forgot the name of them, but they're a certain type of free runner. You remember free runners that felt like sock shoes?
Yo, the rainbow ones?
Yeah,
Flyknit.
you saw
Flyknit.
me wearing before the
Yeah,
rainbow
yeah.
Broken
ones.
I know exactly
ankles.
which one you're talking about. Yeah, the ankle shoes.
Yeah, you got to run
The
straight in.
broken ankles.
Don't
Oh,
Man,
cut left or right.
I work out on the joint. I might not necessarily run in them. I got another pair that I run in. They're more like new age technology. But
bro, how do you stop in those shoes, bro?
cause I
Slow through
lift,
the
I
plants.
lift in them. I don't run in them. I
I
lift,
only
Oh,
and
lift in
thank God.
350s.
I ain't running
I
nowhere. I'm lifting weights.
box
Yo,
in
I was,
350s every day.
Nah,
yo,
Yeezy. My wife works out in her Yeezys too.
That's
I
how
used,
you got to do it.
I used to yell at her like, "Bro, do you know how expensive?" She'd work out in the Yeezys that nobody had that go for thousands of dollars, and she'd just run on the treadmill. And I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing with those?"
They're the best shoe to work out in. They actually are. The boost is so nice. I'm sorry,
She
Kirill.
said, "I mean, yeah,
Here.
I get it, but I'm like, yo, not those. Let's get some throwaways, not those." And
Let's
she
be real,
still
dude. My
ran.
boy was at the gym. He was trying to. This is when they first dropped. He was trying to show off and everything like that. You know, he spent like I think like $2,000 on the Pyro Blacks. He's on the treadmill just trying to show off. He literally slips right off the side, tears his foot straight through the shoe. Literally after spending like $2 on it, no refunds. I mean, this is why the V2 came out. But if you guys know what I'm talking about with the V1,
Yep,
you know, those things were
yep.
sloppy as fuck and they were cheap.
Yeah, bro.
They were knit. Yeah,
But yet, those are the ones that go for like $3.
yep.
I slip in my V1s still to this day. I've had them since like whenever they first dropped, and I slip in them.
It's like a
Yeah, no.
socket glued on top of a midsole, and then it's like, yo, go ahead and
Yep.
try not slide off the side.
The V1s were made for Kuro's like ad against Adidas, pretty much.
But they was fire, man. They was dumb comfortable, and they was fire when they came out. They looked good with the fits, man. Them shits was that
Bro,
was a time too.
Yeah, I mean,
that
that's
era
what
was so
got me
good.
my following
It
on social
was
media, bro. It's like I
that
literally
was
got those things.
nasty.
Went from like 5K to like 45K on Instagram just because of the turtle doves. So it's like,
And
yeah,
they
definitely.
was fire, man. You could piece a nice outfit together. They look good with the pants, the fashion of the times.
Yeah,
That
the
was a
Just Don
time,
2
bro.
era, you know, the whole.
That shit was nasty, man. Reminiscing. But yeah, honestly, I was thinking about that today. What do we have that's in that same lane, right? Like we see a lot of people wearing fucking Lightning McQueen Crocs and high waters. It's like, what are we doing in fashion now? Like we were doing before, and that wasn't even that long ago. 2010s, early 2010s, late 2010s. It's no fashion like it was back then. Motherfuckers is legit
This is where
wearing
Because
Crocs.
they burnt everything out that became a trend.
this is where it's interesting. There's more players within the game. I feel like it was very predominantly like Nike and Adidas and a little bit of New Balance, like here and there. Even New Balance was like literally taboo and like we're
Yeah,
called that. But now that you got like New Balance killing it, you got just like a bunch of random brands like killing it, and then again you got like an Artifact, which is a young brand that hasn't even really entered the space, and I know they're going to make a move. I mean, I just know so many independent brands themselves that are like coming out over the next like, 5 years within footwear. It's like, based off the design and development, it's becoming like more attainable for people. So it's like you're seeing like a different variety and like way more like options and stuff like that. So it's interesting. Even like you're seeing like Nike going towards that same kind of Asics, New Balance feel with the Vomeros, and like you're starting. It's interesting, right? It's like they all kind of started off the 750 Wave Runners, which I don't know. Go back.
You know what it reminds me of how hip hop changed from having gatekeepers to going into the SoundCloud movement, and any artist could come out and blow up and have fans and go on tours. And since they no longer had the gatekeepers, it also gave people the chance to actually create a career being an artist, but it also opened up the doors for a lot of trash ass rappers and artists to come out and drop tons of trash ass music. And it's the same situation in the fashion scene now. Like, yeah, there are a lot more doors open for independent fashionistas to come out and do shit, but it's a lot of trash ass fashion out in these streets now too, because everybody feel like they want to be some type of designer. And no shots against, people going after their dreams, but if shit is trash, it's trash. And we got a lot of boo-boo in the
Well, I think
streets.
so many of the quote unquote creators are like basically copying other people, right? I think that's where it's like, and you see it just gets super, super saturated where it's like, yo, the originals will stand out. And like the people that are creating like original thought, it's like that'll stand the test of time, right? Because it's something that's different and that it'll gain traction over time. But it's like, I feel like a lot of people are just looking at what other people are doing and like saying, oh, well, there's a success within fashion or within footwear. So let's just go down the exact lane and try to, take a part of it, and then it just gets way over absorbed, and then it just gets crushed. It was like Adidas, right? They crushed themselves within 3 years because they came up with like an Ultra Boost and an NMD, and they literally said, okay, well, we're making sales. Oh, it's like, all right, well, let's just make a billion colorways of it and flush the entire market, and no one wants it 3 years later. It's fucking insane.
It's the same situation though, right? Music just came out and they was biting off of the artists. Now everybody sound the fucking same. And it's the same analogy you gave, because Adidas definitely did that. They came out with the same type of model and oversaturated because everybody wanted that Ultra Boost look in the very beginning, and now it's nobody wants it because it was everywhere at a point, and you know how it is. If everybody can get it, nobody wants it. Same situation with the music, man. It's big trash, and now it's going to fashion, and it's going to have to be like a big reset where somebody comes out with things that are much more innovative and takes it in a different direction than what everybody else is doing or what the masses are doing right now. So I'm here for it, though. I think it's dope that people at least try to create their own trends and go against the grain. Don't necessarily just follow the next person or the last person just because they've been doing it. So I'm here for that. I'm in that stage of life now where it's like, just try some shit, man. You never know. Like, wear some shit that you think look fly. It might not be the thing that everybody else knows what it is or the look that's going on right now. But if it looks good, it looks good, and it'll catch on. And you can be the one to be like, yo, I broke that shit to the industry. So just try some shit.
That's streetwear culture 101. Brands that are sold everywhere anymore. It's cool to wear that one artist who made this one piece and handed it to you, and like now you are the first person to put that artist on the map, and other people start asking you, like, and the artist blows up from that. Like that's the creator economy that we're living in now.
No, I definitely agree. I think I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm super fucking hyped for Artifact to come through and take some shit over and have the reins to create some new shit. Like, there's so many designs and ideas that I'm gonna run by them. The things that I'm thinking of that can catch fire, like certain pieces, the way certain people can make certain things and fit on a body a certain type of way and put their spin on it. Like I said, if Artifact came out with like a remastered ass Yeezy 2 release with Nike with some technology in it, bro, consider it a wrap. That's the quickest. If you want people to build more awareness and understand who you are as a company, do some shit like that. Consider it a wrap. Throw it up. Pump and I was talking about this on one of our hikes not too long ago. If they came out with like a Jordan 3 or a Jordan 4 or some shit like that, remastered, it's a
over.
wrap.
I don't
Consider
even
the
want
game
to
over.
stay away.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
buy
Like,
fours, artifact fours quicker than any clone. There, I said
right.
it.
I mean, let's be realistic, right? When we were reading all these crypto kick patents and everything like that, the shoe that they actually had on a lot of the imagery was a Jordan 3, right? And so like this is where it's like when you talk about the technology and the digital screens and all this other stuff, it's like, yeah, I mean they're gonna use it on all their silhouettes, especially their story ones, once they realize like what they have and like they built out again the foundation for usability, right? And they've used us as the test model to be able to do these quests and like these earned potentials, right? But they used on the patent in 2018, it was a Jordan 3 on those crypto patents, breaking it all down as far as digital screens and computing units within the soles and all this stuff. So I mean, again, I just think about like the guys who are actually running this company, like Zap and Clegg both came from sneakers, and like Zap came from sneaker development and design. Clegg come from design himself, and like he's designed so many. It's like imagine when they actually have that like that time at the company and they actually have the relationships with the factories where they really have like full range to like just sit there and design like not one silhouette, not two, three, four, five, like 10. They actually have like a lineage of silhouettes, and then it's guys like us who are actually creating the colorways and the designs, and like not only just us but obviously like a shit ton of other people within the creative space and whatnot. But it's like if they just let the reins go on the creative economy where they're literally just like, yo, here's the blank silhouette, create, and then we'll just pick the top like 100 designs or 200 designs, and then we'll allow like forgeability, right, based off of real world manufacturing capabilities, and then we'll be able to evolve those through time, and then we'll be able to evolve the artists, or we'll bring more artists on. I mean, this is what I think about. It's like we're not even at the precipice of like, but this is what I think about 5, 10, 15-year horizons, where I'm like, dude, when they unleash their hands to us, the creators, the people that have ideas, the people that have rode with this company, it's like, okay, now we have ideas, we have the thoughts, we have the designs, we've proven it. It's like, let's just apply it to anything that you guys put out. Right, it's like Rupsy with the T-shirts. It's like they dropped season 1. Look what he did with Relics. Shit was fire. Right? It's like imagine if that was just like a subset within like the economy of the store that they're gonna have, or the creator economy that they're gonna have. If I can do anything within the sneaker design and let you guys get involved in it and somehow have that like manufactured through Nike manufacturing, I mean, early days, but I mean, we're building our spot, right? We're building our lineage to when that actually happens, man. That's what I'm looking forward to.
For the time to be alive. Nope. These Yeezy 500 boots is dumbass comfortable too. Pump. Just like they feel like the
Which
500s.
one?
They feel like the
Did you just
boots.
throw these on?
I just threw them on.
Yeah, I'm getting in the zone right now.
They feel
Putting the
good, bro.
cleats on, baby.
They
Johnny's
Oh,
feel
bro,
cleats
but
good,
they
cooking
look.
man.
tonight. We got the cleats on. Let's go.
Hold on, Dre, bro. They look ugly as hell when they're choked up and tied up, like
It's
you're
how
about to
you
go
wear
out
them,
into the
man.
Marines. That looks way better.
It's how you. It's the style, man. You know what I mean? Shit.
Nah, bro, the
You
product
gotta
shots and
style it
all
the
the
right way.
pictures I saw on the internet was terrible.
These motherfuckers is nasty. Wait till I bust them out, man. It's gonna be a nasty day, and they dumb comfortable.
Dre was in the army. He would already been told he's all look assed up right now. But in fashion, in fashion, this is how you're supposed to wear them.
Right. Think you back on a black private?
You think you lace them boots up, blouse them pants. Hey, what's the most hype pair of sneakers that dropped that were the ugliest, that are still hype and the ugliest?
So
Yeezys.
much shit. All right, Kuro, we know. We knew that was gonna be your answer.
Pump's the guy to have up here for this, bro. He's so honest, dude.
All right.
So much shit.
All right. So, of the last 5 years, 10 years, what are we talking? What's the time frame?
10. Yeah, I think 10's fair.
10. Ooh, you guys
I
might.
got mine. You guys are gonna not like
Bro.
it, though.
No,
Yeah,
this
you
is
guys
gonna
might
start a
not fuck
war,
with me
dude.
for mine too.
Mine's
So you
very
guys go first.
unpopular opinion.
What you
This is
got? What you got,
this
Sophie?
is how
Go
you
for it.
Any
engage.
foam posit. Any foam posit.
Yo, I was just gonna say
Oh
Galaxy
no.
foams are
Let's
fucking
go. Let's
No
go.
ass.
It's
way.
not
People
unpopular.
Y'all
slept
are
outside for Galaxy foams for a
y'all
moment.
bugging.
Those
Y'all are
shits are
bugging.
fucking terrible.
Y'all
Hey,
are bugging.
this
See,
is
you
how
know
you
what though?
engage them from a stage right here. Keep
Nah,
going.
Yo,
they
Compound. No, I
bugging.
want Compound's opinion. No one else's. He's
Man.
new to this. Compound, go on
Yeah.
Google right now and type in Galaxy foam posit, and then come back. Just
All
come back.
right,
Is,
okay,
is this gonna
all
hurt
right.
someone's feelings?
No,
I'm not
No,
feeling it.
no,
Dre,
it's not. No,
Dre,
but you know what though? I was around for the changing of the guards, where they had when foam posits first came out, when they made them for Penny Hardaway, and it was the first time they used that foam material on any shoe. It's similar to what we're going through right now with the CIRLs, where they never done something before. They had a technology that they never used before, and the shoe first came out. We can honestly keep the parallel going between those two models because somebody could say the same thing about the CIRLs, just calling a spade a spade. Them shits is ugly as hell.
I mean,
But
the
it's
base
more
matters are the 2023 version of the
of the
Galaxy
Galaxy
foams.
foams. But you know what? It's the same type of innovation that gives it that look, right? It's the same conversation I always bring up when I talk about like a Tesla Model X. Those joints ain't the best looking vehicles on the road, but if you get in there and you drive one and you play around with the computer and you put the self drive on
Nah,
and
nah, nah,
you
nah.
get the
Those shits are
it's this
uncomfortable
it's
as
this
fuck.
not it's see no it's a difference though because they mold to your feet. You have to wear them and break them in, but once you start breaking them in, they feel like Yeezys for real. And when they dropped back in what year was that? 2000. That was 1990, 1996, 97. Might have been 98, something like that. They were the most innovative sneaker that Nike has ever created. So they looked different, they felt different, and it was a lot of people said the same thing you said. Them shits is dumbass ugly, but a
No,
lot
like
of
they
people
look
who could
fresh.
see,
The old vintage pictures of Penny Hardaway hooping in them are some of the coolest pictures in basketball.
bruh, the
But like
eggplants was
the
fire.
people with the New York fits with like the elephant print when they started making out of hand Yeezy foam posit colorways, that's when that shit was like,
No,
oh,
I agree with that. When they started taking it to the next level.
they started
After the mirror
bugging.
foams, after they did the mirror foams and the shit started cracking and being fucked up, that's when it
No,
was like, all right,
Hey,
After the Supreme foams came out, that's when it started
yeah,
getting.
you want to hear
yeah,
something
it wowed
interesting?
out.
You want to hear something interesting? You said those came in '96, right?
I think it was.
Because
It might have been like 90. It was in between 96 and 90. Not 96 because I was younger. But I think it was like 98, 99, something like that.
well,
I don't know. Some of the time.
I'm pretty sure. Like I had those, and I don't. So either it was the first time I came to the U.S., which was in '96, and I bought them. Well, my parents bought them for me, or it was on another trip. But for sure, before I moved here permanently, those were actually pairs that I had, and I loved them. So I didn't think they looked ugly. I didn't think I was just
I didn't
happy because,
either.
it's Penny Hardaway. Like that's
No, I
Now,
said
it was
Galaxy. I didn't say
the
okay. All
Galaxies was
foams don't
fire
have.
too because the soles go in the dark. But it was 97 when they dropped. And they were the most expensive Nikes ever at that time. They dropped for $200.
yep.
And in 1997, everybody was like, "What the fuck is a shoe
Yeah,
costing two hundred
like the
dollars for?"
Sharpie, the
Yeah,
Sharpie pair.
I
That
remember my
shit that Penny used
mom.
to do.
I remember my mom was like, "Those are mad expensive." Blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if it's like bundle my Christmas, birthday, all the holidays
Yeah,
together, and I was the first one to have them overseas in my school. So yeah, I think they look dope.
you know what? I had a pair because a dude who lived across the street from me worked at Finish Line. Um, and he had a sister that my older brother liked, but she had a big dumbass forehead, and I didn't think she was that cute. And we used to always try to figure out a way to get over there to talk to his sister. But he worked at Finish Line, and he ended up quitting from Finish Line, and he stole a pair when he quit, and he was trying to sell them. And so I didn't have to pay $200 for them. I paid I think at that age I was still into talking into people to doing what I wanted to do, and I was finagling. I'm like, yo, man, bro, I'm only XYZ old, man. I can give you 125. Come on, man, work with me. And we met somewhere in the middle, and I end up having to sell I had a moped that I had wrecked, and it didn't work anymore. And I sold my moped for like an X amount of dollars and like an ounce of weed, and gave him the money for the foams, and then they'll end up selling the ounce of weed and making my profits back. I was
Hey,
young hustling back in '97, bro. But I got them.
ain't no way.
He's always a
Ain't no way
DJ.
he dropped the forehead in there and it had no context with the story. Just kidding. It didn't tie in nowhere. It was just like, I gotta tell y'all this. I
Yeah,
thought it was
yo,
gonna come
she
back
had a
around.
forehead.
Like it got. got y'all a deal on the shoes or something? I don't know.
Nah, it had absolutely nothing to do with nothing, but it just came to me. She did have a dumb big ass forehead, but it was a great time to be alive because how old was I in '97, man? Like 15? Was I 15? Something like that. And I'm walking around $200 sneaks on. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the man. Like I hustled my way into getting the shoes. Nobody that I knew could ever at that age could buy those
I
shoes. You know
feel
me
you on
walking through
that.
high school.
Yep.
I was like, bro, can't tell me nothing. It was a good time.
So
But
if
no,
those shoes, Tevy, if those shoes were $49.99, would you have felt the same at the time?
probably not.
Oh, I actually no, I would have. Here's what you need to understand. Being overseas, like anything that came from America that was like a basketball player, like a famous one, it was 100% legit. And like I said, I thought they looked cool. And like to Dre's point, like there's nobody in my school that was rocking that stuff. And even if they did, it was after I wore it. And then they went and talked to their parents, and they're like, "Oh, we got to get this too. You know, we got to look like the Lawsons." So it is what it is, you know. And like my brother was like the biggest fashionista. So you know, I wasn't, like, you know, I was, but like my older brother, like he, I mean, if you have to say somebody in the family is like beyond stylish, like at the time it was him. My little brother does really good now too. I'm like probably the one that's like the least fashionable out of all of us. But I do like a nice pair of shoes.
Tevy
That's how I
said
was in it too.
he said he was that motherfucker, bro. That's what Tevy said.
That's how I was. That's how I was in my high school too. My brother was the guy, man. He looked like a young P Diddy. All the girls liked him. They was on his ass, and I was just
Dude,
coming into my looks as a young man, and all the older
same,
women used to be like, "Oh, you gonna look so good when you get
same,
older," and I'm
same.
like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah," and then
My,
I started coming up
it's the
and started
same.
following his path.
Like my older brother had like the PD hairstyle actually. Like he was rocking that, you know, like a little, you know, high top fade or whatever. It's like, man, good old days, good old days.
So that was Pump's, like, that's Pump's decision, or sorry, choice on the shoes. That's all we've heard so far. And then Sophie agreed, unless Sophie had her own list.
Mine was any foam posit before it was the Galaxies.
Oh, shit. All right, then we got to go to Johnny. Johnny, what do you think?
Can I say something real quick too?
Oh, yeah.
Does it have to be Nikes or can it just be any
No,
shoe?
no, I just meant like anything that's been in the culture that like
All
somehow
right.
is still hype and got hype, but like y'all just
Okay.
don't fuck with it.
These are kind of hyped, I guess you could say. I'm sorry, Johnny. I just had to say it real quick. Bro, to the people out there listening, I'm sorry if I'm offending you in advance. But if you wear Birkenstocks with your toes out, stay 10 feet away from me. Socially distance yourself. I do
The
not want to smell those crusty toes in the Birkenstocks. So
the
please.
sandals,
Yes, I'm sorry to foam posits. Those are the greatest shoes of all time compared to those. I just wanted to put that out there. If you have on Birkenstocks, the ones with the two straps, and I could see your toes, get the fuck out of my face. Please. Thank you.
yeah,
Sorry. Johnny, your
don't
turn.
don't go to Appalachia State out in the Carolinas, bro. The granolas love those sandals.
Hell no. I'll stay
They all wear
far.
them.
If I was honestly to say anything, I'd say most fashion brand sneakers, but honestly, the Balenciaga Triple S's. To be honest, it's like I appreciate dad shoes. I appreciate bulk aesthetic. I appreciate
Yes,
thick soles. But the way they designed that, basically just smacking people in the face saying buy this shit, and I can't believe people bought into it, was absolutely insane.
The
yes.
scammer specials.
Them
Literally, if
shits
you want to
was
wear 10
doo
pound
doo.
bricks on each feet and like literally have your
Yes.
shins bleeding and like literally screaming out like please sit down after 5 minutes, it's like
You'll
again
have some buff ass legs after wearing those for a day.
Oh my, they was heavy as fuck. They was like real tires. Them shits was heavy as fuck, and they were terrible looking. Dope boy
literally eight
specials.
layers of like rubber and like TPU just like for, I mean, I was like, dude, you are just laughing at people that are buying these things, just like I can't believe we just tricked these. It's almost like the big red boots in a way, you know what I mean? I'm like,
That's
it's
hey,
like,
that's a
but like
fact.
they penetrated culture for a good couple of years and a lot of people were wearing them, but
Terrible.
that shoe is the one for me for sure.
When they like $1,000 too.
Yeah, I
like
think they were like 1,200,
1,200
1,500
bucks.
retail.
I
Yeah.
remember I bought a pair because everybody had a pair. I was like, let me try them out, and I could not do it, man. I was like, especially my big dumbass size foot in those big brick
Jesus,
ass bit.
15 pounds.
No way, bro. No way. I was kicking shit, breaking stuff. Like, bro, ain't no
Dragging
way
your
I'm wearing
feet.
these
Oh,
motherfuckers.
you
A
owned a
pound
pair?
for every
They made
size.
your size in those?
I
Pick
bought
your feet
them
up.
and I flipped them because you know how they was going for a while. Nobody could get them because everybody wanted them. So I bought them. I was like, let me
That's the
try
thing
it
is,
out.
it was actually selling out, and they were reselling. That's why I was just
Yeah,
like,
that's the
Yeah,
worst
I
trend
was
of all time.
laughable. Mm.
them shits was big body trash. I'm gonna
Oh, and
say for
the
real, like it.
Fila's too. The Fila's.
Not feelers
Yeah.
again, man. Those are classic.
No. Grant Hill doesn't count, Dre. I know you're digging
I'm
into the
talking
roots.
about, but that whole era of Fila was crazy because they had
No, I'm talking about the
certain
steppers.
artists. They
The
had
Fila steppers.
certain. I mean, but they had a time in hip hop. Hip hop brought those things in and they brought them to life, right? Grant Hills went overboard when Tupac took that legendary shot sitting on the ground next to the Mercedes Benz, and he had him on. He had the jean jacket shirt or the jean shirt on, and and it was open, and he had some jeans. Like hip hop took these fashion moments to the next level, and it gave them extended life. So Fila had a time, right? Like when hip hop was going and everybody was rocking Adidas suits and in the 80s and hip hop was first born, Fila had his foot in the game. So
No, you're
literally.
completely right. I'm talking about that one pair.
But
That one,
those came back because of
bro.
the big bulky trend, and they just brought them back and ate off of them. So they had a time from they were literally a retro. So they came out previously, people fucked with them. So they still had some same thing I'm saying about the phone posits. People fuck with them because they had some type of legacy behind them. But if we got to talk about the most hyped, smacked ass footwear of now, it's got to be Crocs, man. It's got to be
Thank
Crocs.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, I never, ever, ever owned a pair of Crocs my entire life. I do own one pair, and thank you, Rupsy, for sending them to me. But they were also a friend of mine, Salehi. He came in
That's
with a
what.
finally new
Yes,
design. He came in
yes.
literally hand pat, basically full 3D renders, full design, full mood board to Crocs. And it was basically like, yo, here it is. They just sent it to the manufacturer and it was like, yo, this is the only guy that we've ever actually considered collaborating with because he actually brought an original thought and design to the company.
Yep.
And he crushed it. Shoes are crazy.
Yep.
And that's literally the only Croc I probably will ever wear until
Agreed.
probably another friend of mine gets a collab.
That's a fact. The Salehi Crocs are the only Crocs that I have ever purchased and wore. And I wore them bitches out. When I was in Tokyo, I'm talking about I put some miles on them hoes. But if we talking about regular fucking Crocs, I vowed to myself never to wear or have a pair of those. They are the most terrible bootleg looking shoe. And everybody wearing them now, which is super crazy nuts to me. They are terrible. But
Bro,
I do have to say they dumbass comfortable because Salehi joints are dumbass comfortable. So I can see why people are, so readily throwing them on. You can throw them on real quick. You ain't got to do nothing. They starting to be fashionable now. Trendy, I should say. Not fashionable, but trendy. But no, those got to be the worst joints ever.
the
Calm
college
down.
girls wear them to
Oh,
the gym now. They wear them at the gym with like
That's
long white socks
nuts.
and be squatting in them and shit. And I just saw them today. I was just at the gym rocking the Crocs. I was like, damn, okay.
That's
They're not
nuts.
even in sport mode either.
Not even in sport mode is
No.
crazy. That's insane. That's insane. No,
What?
those have to be the ugliest joints. But the Salehi joints, he took it to the next level with it. Like I can't deny that. I got 2 pair of those for real. I try to get my kids to wear them. They don't fuck with them because they don't know who Salehi is, but they are the best of that genre of shoe. But they are ass for real.
What were you saying, Sophie?
I was gonna ask if you had Crocs, but it seems like you don't.
No, I have a pair of Crocs that I got for free. But I don't. You know what I don't like about them? They have like the little beads and where you put your feet. It's almost like little. I don't know if it's the grip inside of them. I don't know what it's called, but it doesn't feel good on the feet. You guys know
My
what I'm talking
daughter,
about?
yeah, my daughter hates them too. She won't wear them without socks because she's like, "Well, I don't know what these little balls are, but they
Yeah,
suck." I was like,
yeah.
"Okay, man."
I like slides that are smooth. I don't like the little balls that are on the Croc. I guess it's to keep your foot in there, but bro, It's like pressure points all over your feet.
You got to break them in for real.
That's like the Adidas slides, like the OG Adidas slides with all the little pegs.
Those
I
suck
can't
too,
stand
for real.
those.
It
Those
freaks me out.
sucked. They super sucked. And everybody wore them because it was like the trendy thing of that time. I remember one time I was, back when I was younger and I was smoking weed and I had this puppy that I blew some weed in his face and this dude like took shits everywhere. He shit in my Adidas sandals, in those specific model of sandal. You know how they had the pins and shit? So he shit in it. And I stepped in the shit because I was high. So I had shit stuck in between the little pins on my Adidas sandal. And you know you couldn't get that shit. I had to just throw them away. Like, this is terrible.
Dre,
Don't
those are
tell
your
that story again.
Dre. You just messed up. You just messed up my set.
Yo, that made Kuro probably so happy.
Yeah.
Like
Hear
Dre,
a dog shitting in the Adidas
Bro.
sandals. Yeah, he knows where to take his
Dre
shit.
literally messed up my set. I'm over here lifting, trying to curl.
I can just picture
It's like I dropped my
those are
weights.
the worst design. It's the worst design. Like the most uncomfortable slides I've ever put my feet in. I never owned them, but I tried them on. Adidas
It
does make a
sucked.
memory foam slide that is super comfortable.
That
I
is
gotta say.
magnificent. Yes,
Yeah.
I used to. Those were my shoes of the pandemic. Was those memory foam Adidas
I have a pair of
slides.
those in all black because I didn't want to have a big old white stripes on there, so they're all black. Does Nike have a pair of memory foam slides or nah? Because those
I'm gonna be
Adidas are the most
honest.
comfortable ones I
I
have.
don't
Man.
have a that I know. I rock with Adidas memory foam because I knew the boost was there, and I knew that they knew how to create comfortable footwear when it came to that. Honestly, I don't have any. Actually, I take that back. I'm looking at some now. I got those J Balvin Jordan slides that he came out when he dropped the Air Jordan 2 collab he had, and those are semi-comfortable, but they not touching the Adidas memory slides. They're
Bro,
more for
the Air
looks.
Maxes, I have a pair of size 15. I'm a size 11, but I rock the 15s with pride because they're so fucking comfortable. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, these J Balvins ain't hitting like they should be hitting. I'll tell you that. But they cool.
Bro, they're not Air Max 2s, that's why.
Wait,
They're just like the basic ones.
when do his Jordans drop?
He had a multiple pair of Jordans. He had a pair of Jordan 1s that came out in like 2020, I believe.
I thought
And
there's
then
one coming out soon. Like
he got a
next.
Jordan 2 that he came out with last year, and then he got a Jordan 3 that's coming out next month. Those Jordan 3s are a must for me.
They look good, girl. I gotta
Yeah,
get a
they
pair
fine.
for Shaw, dude. I know she'll like those colors.
No, I'm on those myself. I'm a Jordan 3 head. Like, I got a tattooed pair of Jordan 3s on my body, so I'm definitely after these. But these Balvin slides, they look kind of cool, but they ain't hitting like they supposed to be hitting. Maybe the curl just ain't curling right.
So here's probably an obvious question. Do you guys know what Jordan's percentage that goes back to his family or him? So like if Artifact ever did drop on the Jordan silhouette, like a piece goes back to Jordan, right? And to Nike and to Artifact. So like if Artifact did Jordan 3s, what do you think the price would be of them? Because there's multiple people taking cuts out of that.
Well, it
I'm
depends on the
buying as many
technology.
as possible.
No, yeah, that's a fact. This is a no-brainer for me. But it depends on what the technology is, right? Because Jordan came out with auto lacing Jordan 11s in 2018, something like that. And those are the shoes that Zap is wearing when he has on all of that robotic wear. I mean, he has like that helmet in that picture he took like last year. He had a pair of those Jordan 11s in a different colorway, that auto lace. And those came out and they were $600 retail because of the technology inside of the shoe. So if they come out with a pair of Jordan 3s that still have that same type of technology or something similar to it, that's what drives the price point up. It's not necessarily the splits. It's just whatever they're putting into it. If it's premium materials, if it's auto lacing, if it's glow in the dark, whatever, that causes the price to fluctuate.
Does anybody have that picture of Zap that you're talking about? Anybody knows where it's at, throw it in the comments. I want to see. So you guys for sure are getting the artifact Jordan 3s. That's it.
ASAP. It's a done deal. ASAP. You
How
give
many
me an
pairs,
artifact Jordan any number, and I'm buying it.
All right, here's a good question. Sophie.
29s?
I like 29.
Yes.
Sophie, are you buying the artifact Crocs?
No.
Ooh.
No, you tricked
Damn.
me.
Come on, bro. I know every person.
You tricked me.
Every single MFer in here is getting that artifact Croc Club, no matter what you just said. Guaranteed.
They are.
Oh, they are.
I mean,
Dre is. You gonna do it? No lie.
you know what though? This is
Dre's
why
gonna be shielding them harder than anyone else.
I can't even say that I would, man. If even Doodles coming out with their own Crocs, it's like, why would you do that? I know why they're doing it, right? Because everybody's in the Crocs. I get it. But it also says more about the Doodle community and the Doodle project than it does anything else. Like,
It's for Croc people.
yes, just put it like that. The Doodle project is for Croc people.
Exactly. Doodles wear Crocs and clones wear Nikes.
Facts. Somebody print that up. That's the quote of the night. Doodles wear Crocs and clones wear Nikes. That's a fact. So that with that being said, am I buying? I can't, man. It'd have to be a different pair of Crocs. They can't look like the same type of Crocs that every other pair of Crocs look like. Like I said, I own a pair of the Salehi Crocs. If they look like a Salehi Croc or they had that type of fashionable intrigue added to them, then yeah, I get them. But regular Crocs,
Hey, you can't forget there's Bored Ape Skechers.
definitely forget that there are Bored Ape Skechers. Nobody should even
No, you gotta add that to the bar. Doodles
that's
wear Crocs, clones wear Nikes, apes wear Skechers.
Actually, no, they got a pair of Adidas because dude had on a pair of Bored Ape Adidas.
The superstars.
At the event I went
Them
to.
furry ones.
I'm just joking because Snoop Dogg made like a collab with Skechers and it's just his Bored Ape on an ugly ass pair of Skechers.
Yeah, that was crazy. Snoop is out of hand, man. He's out of pocket. Shout out to Uncle Snoop. But nah, I can't say, man. I can't just
you
go
don't
with
want
it
to go
just
on
because.
record?
I can't do that. Not at all.
You can't have me on record saying that. Dude, Dre will buy it from an alt wallet. Watch, bro.
Can't, man. Wallet. I didn't even buy those Puma LaMelo balls or whatever. I didn't buy those. I can't fuck with it, man. Just because, and I understand, it's great for the space. That is great for the space, but it's not necessarily great for my space. I'm good.
What's up, Baron? What's the news, bro? What's the update? Weekly update. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I just get nervous and just say what's up to people.
Baron on a PJ. He ain't even here with us right now.
Baron logged in from the PJ Wi-Fi right now. Clearly.
Baron
man.
rock that clone and then be silent.
Yeah, bro got the best angel in the collection and he's just too good to talk to us now. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yo, he definitely yoinked that one up, bro. Super yoinked that up. Hey, Pump, I rolled past your high school today during my ride. Yeah, and I forgot that it was a Friday and people actually was going to school today. It looked like it was exactly like you said it was, for real. Like, it gave me high hopes. Like, oh, shit, that's what's up. I'm going to have to send my kids over there.
Yeah, y'all looking for high schools for the kids?
Looking for schools that can be more diverse, you know what I mean? I don't want to just go somewhere where my kids feel like they're the only ones in there that don't look like everyone else. And
bro, I still go there and pull up on the teachers and hang out with them in their class.
Nah, it was hella diverse. It was so much more diverse than I thought it would be. It was dope. It was super dope. So,
charter school in LA, yeah. Everyone wants their kid to be in the Palisades. It's pretty cool.
It was though. And the area is fire too, so saw some crazy dope houses riding that bike around there. So yeah, man, you were right. I just want to come here and say you was right.
Pump, what are you working on, bro? I see you trying to get another reptile.
Bro,
What do you got
yes.
going on, dude? Reptile army?
Reptile army, I want that one reptile that's listed, but there's a lot of reptiles that are listed, but if I speak on the one that's listed, it might sell in the next 5 minutes somehow. So yeah,
Definitely will sell.
one of those reptiles listed up there. Yeah, I can't find the
What?
guy's Twitter or anything though, so I feel kind of doomed. I don't know what to do. So, and no one really hit me up from my post. So yeah, might just take a nap on it.
A reptile just sold for like 4.7.
Which one? Like right now, or like you're saying the one with the fang and the blood?
Was it yesterday?
The one that sold for 3 WETH the day before?
I don't know. Hold on, dude. No, one just
Yeah,
had
okay.
horns. It had horns.
Yeah. That dude WEThed his whole entire portfolio for steals like a dummy, and then everyone who got it ate off of his clones like the following day.
Was
Wait, what happened?
Some dude had a stack of nice clones and he WEThed them all for the low, and everyone who got them off him resold them within a day for like decent prices too. It's just, I was like, damn. Kind of made me feel a little more bullish. I was like, all right, that means people are biting at the right number still. People are like keeping their eyes out for the grails.
Damn, I didn't even see. I ain't been paying no attention, man.
I got the notifications on, so every time a clone sells or every time a blurred 40 gets WEThed, I get that notification. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go again.
I ain't even paying
I found
attention.
it. It's 4.25. It's at the top. It's actually a pretty good looking reptile. Is that in the range you're
I
looking
honestly
for?
don't like it that much.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think my 2 drips is a fair trade for a reptile, to be honest. It doesn't have to be a crazy one, but my robot one is kind of mid, I know, but the one with the organism mouth, I think it's worth something.
Jake says he was trying to trade all his clones for a Murakami DNA. Oh, that was the guy. Yeah, it didn't add up. It ended up being like 16, 17 ETH.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
He
not
did the
enough
demon
for
with
a
the
Murakami.
octopus hat. He did
Yeah,
like
I
a
remember that.
thumb.
What is wrong with people?
Hey, Bayron, bro, you're back. Did the PJ's back in service, baby. Let's go.
Back in service.
Serviced up.
Baron, what's
Can you
the
imagine
weekly
just
update?
wasting all of your stuff at right now? Like, my God. Dude, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't know what bills you're trying to pay with that money, but you need to get a job if that's all you're trying to cover. You know, that's not enough money to
No, not even
justify
that.
something
His
like that.
cost was way higher. Fuck the
That's
fact
what I
that
mean. That's what I mean.
mint
It's like,
price was 3 ETH each. Shouldn't be
that's
selling
what,
it for less than that.
that's what I mean. Like, I just can't imagine just capitulating. Like, at this price, like, if you're going to do that, you should have done it a little while ago. I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
what changes, Baron, in the conviction from now and 5 months ago when we were in the shittiest FUD we could have ever been in? Like, why is the conviction different now? Yeah, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude, I feel bad for something might have happened, but I don't know, man. That's clearly, I mean, for somebody to have that cool of a collection and all those clones, like you'd think that they had more, do you think that they had more money in the bank than that? Like to have to just clear the whole freaking deck. It's just like, I shouldn't have been here in the first place, you know?
I mean, there are some people like myself that overinvested, but yeah, I don't know. I can't get myself to do it. Sometimes I'm just like, I gotta sell this, and then I think it through. But there are people who are like so euphoric at the top, and they were up so much money that they just put so much more money in because they were so up and didn't realize it, and then boom, crash, fall. Then they were like, let me hold it longer to see if I can get it back. And then they kept saying that and kept saying that until they were like, wrong time. So yeah, that's my
Yeah,
perspective.
it's just a human I mean, humans are bad at this shit, man. We are bad at managing money, investing money, making decisions surrounding money. It's all emotional, man. And I feel, it's just, it looked like all that shit was like that the guy's wallet had been hacked. Like, that's the only time we used to see things like that, but, to see reptiles go at 3, I mean, dude, reptiles, it doesn't take people. I don't know. Maybe I am like euphoric myself in thinking this, but like we're on the brink of literally seeing the future that these guys have been talking about, and it may not like rocket boost the price, but all it takes is, I mean, you're just seeing like people like, oh, I just ran into a clone here. It's like I ran into a guy, the other day that I told you about. I saw guys post somebody about seeing a guy in a Murakami like hoodie. It's like this thing is about to bubble.
There's dudes though that haven't been on Twitter in a year, and this guy's probably like, oh, fuck it. He doesn't know anything. He's not tapped in. He's not with the community like we are every day. He doesn't know shit. In his head, he's like, oh, I'm down a bunch. What am I gonna do with this? I don't even know what's going on. Weeth. He sees the market crash 20% in a week, and he starts tweaking. It happens.
So if I ever talk craziness, like I'm going to sell all my stuff, talk me out of it, because now is not the time. It's not happening, but I mean, I guess if
sell me one before you sell them all.
I mean, Jesus, you might as well just give it to somebody.
Baron does it in silence, bro. Baron does it in silence.
Dude, I am on a mission for an undead clone right now.
Baron. Yo, wait, let me jump in and say this for real. Before we go deep into the clone, I'm about to say clone hole. I guess we can say that. Before we go deep into that, so we have a lot of creators in the audience now, right? Ali, I see you down there. Kane, I see you. Demi, I know you do your thing. Wayne, Press. We have this event coming up in Anaheim, and I wanted to see if there's anyone who's part of the Bad Take crew that would like to create a poster, a render that we can post up at the event. I already got some artists from the community to create some, and we saw some of the earlier ones, but I wanted to get some more. So if we have anybody out there who's listening right now and is interested to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And you have full artistic freedom, right? It's straight up for the Anaheim event. It's part of the Clone World Tour. I'll send you the Clone World Tour artifact official brands that you can throw on there, but you can create whatever you want, make it whatever clone you want on there, doing whatever they're doing on there. But the only caveat is I would like to have it before the start of next week, before early Monday, possibly Tuesday. We could stretch it to that. So if there's anybody who's interested, let me know. Jump in the Bad Take group chat and do your thing, man. And we'll be able to showcase your work at the actual event, the multiple events that we have set up. And I think it'd just be dope to have our creators showcase. So let me know if you can do it. I know it's kind of last minute, but if you can, let's get to it. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you all too. And I'll share files with anybody that needs them to help with that art. I know there's most of everybody up here on stage shares that same sentiment. And I just copped 2 of those little clone models from Mozzie. I'm 4th in line, Tevi. I'd like you to know that I am behind you, okay? I didn't try to pay up to get in front of you. I hate lines. IRL, I definitely wouldn't. I'd have slipped him $100 or $200 or 1,000 to get in front of you if it involves my time in line. Like I fucking hate lines, okay? And but I can wait in this world. I can wait, and so I thought you'd appreciate that, Tevi. And the creators getting paid, okay? They're not. They are going to get theirs here because we love the content. And thanks Compound for like doing that first commission, because when I saw that today, I was like, I got one. I need that. I need 2. So I'm getting my reptile done and this blue-haired angel. And I let Mozzie pick because I want them to. I was like, pick the size. After hearing last night's conversation, it's like I want the size that he is the best for him to paint on, easy for him to work on, so he doesn't spend too much time on it, but he can show his work. And I wanted him to pick a clone that he thought that he would, wanted to show, that would best showcase his work. And so, yeah, we're nothing without these creators. So at least a guy like me isn't, because I'm not out there creating the art side. I'm out there trying to create noise, trying to create hype, trying to ruffle feathers so people are paying attention. That's my job.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was gonna say, there's probably, well, I shouldn't say no way that Magic was gonna put you in front of me, because I was actually the very first one to reach out to him even before I went on vacation, and because I saw that figurine he did for the OD Lab stuff, right? And I was like, can you do a clone? He's like, yeah, I can probably do one. I'm like, all right, how much? He told me. I was like, all right, let me get the money together and I'll reach back out. Funny thing is, a couple of weeks later, that's when Comp actually, was like, hey, Mazzy is doing this work and everything. I'm like, I gotta hurry up and get my stuff going before Baron shows up and starts flexing his Baron muscles and gets in
Tevi,
front of everybody else.
You're on the printer right now, Tevi. I already heard.
I know.
Oh,
I see
okay,
it.
good.
He's
I never sent ETH so fast. Nobody was gonna get in front of me. I fucking sent it, baby. I was like,
yeah,
his website is dope.
Him and I were going back and forth on pose, like what kind of pose we were gonna do and stuff. It's gonna be like yours looks fire, Comp, but I'm excited about mine. I'm excited about mine. Is all I gotta say. Yeah, like it's.
So for me, I have no. So what did you? Are you talking about your pose, or we just got to wait to see?
I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm sure he'll a little whip here and there, but it's mine kind of goes back to I guess I can say this early days in video games and probably like some of the stuff that I'm the most memorable to me, I guess. So that's the pose that my clone is striking, and everything else is based on that. And like you, I really wanted him to showcase his work, right? Like when people see it, I want it to be, oh, that's Mazzy's work. Like I want it to be obvious. So that goes into the painting and stuff that he's gonna do. So I'll just leave it at that.
Baron, are you getting girl done as one of them? You said?
Yeah, that was the one he picked up here. That he said we should do that blue hair. I was like, yeah.
I know that. Yeah, I know he wanted to do that one.
Yeah, this one that you're rocking right now, or the other one, Baron? You have two blue hairs.
Oh yeah, no, this one, this blue pigtails.
She's iconic, bro. This is iconic.
I'm about to ask him to do yours for me, just because I like collectibles.
Sophie, I'm gonna do one of you. I'm gonna ask Mozzie to do a Sophie Max.
I'm scared. That's like the wax museum.
Yo, before I download all this, guys, is Clone Tools for dummies or no? Because I've never downloaded Blender, and I don't know what I'm doing. So should I download this, or am I wasting my time if I'm fried with the computer?
No, you'll be.
What kind of computer do you have? Is the question.
I just have the basic MacBook Pro, the silver one.
Is that the newer version?
Yeah, I got it like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what
so
I use.
those have the M1 chips. You should be able to run Blender.
Oh, I got the M2 one, baby.
Oh yeah, there you go. You got M2. It should run fast enough for Blender. If you want to go like Cinema 4D or whatever.
You see, I don't even know what that means. I just want to make some poses with my clones.
You're good.
I've never made
I have the same
in
computer, and I've been fine with Blender and doing Clone Tools.
Yeah, you'll be okay, Pump. I have an M1 chip, and I can still do renders and animations and stuff. So, and I don't use. Yeah, you'll be.
So the hardest thing for you is probably memory. So get like a USB or whatever you need to save everything.
Okay, I'm gonna use this female reptile files for the first time. See if anything comes out looking nice. Keep you guys posted.
Pump's been told his whole life that he's got memory issues.
Oh yeah, what was your name again?
I had to ask a guy 5 times what his name was in a span of 2 minutes. I'm like, "What was your name again?" He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Dude, remind me what your name was." He's like, and we kept talking. I'm like, "What? Just tell me one more time." It's like, dude, like, where have you been the whole conversation? It's only been 1 freaking minute. It's like, I don't understand why I can't register a name like that. But it's a listen. It's my listening is not good. I think about myself a lot. I'm like, what am I?
You know why? Because that person is not real.
No, they were real. Subscribe.
So all I'm hearing is
Okay.
if I introduce myself to Darren in Einaham and he can't remember my name, even though I've been doxxed for months, then
No,
he
it's
doesn't
not.
care
It's
about
just
me.
I don't give a shit about this guy. I didn't care
That
about this guy, and I was all I could think about was how I was where I needed to go. The fact that I really didn't give a shit about what he was saying, and like, and that's I really hate that side of me, but I'm
I
inherently
think everyone
selfish
got that side
sometimes.
of them, unfortunately, somewhat.
Yo, Von Soul art dropped today. About to pick that up. I'm
Odie
stoked about
Labs
that.
feature.
Wait, who's talking? Am I Rug?
Yeah, I don't hear shit.
Yeah, I
You
thought that
guys
wrote
both
too.
started talking and then stopped.
Yeah, I see you guys putting the laughing emojis and shit. I'm like, what am I missing out on?
Can you finish with the alpha, please? Like, what happened? You don't just like
Von
drop
Soul,
alpha.
our guy,
Okay.
our Canadian guy. There's a few. Well, he's just a legend. I missed him in Miami by like a minute, and I was bummed. But yeah, I have like a bunch of his stuff that he's done over time, and it's cool because I'm gonna have a huge Von Soul collection. But I think he was featured in a gallery in Tokyo. This piece, and the kid's just pumping it out, man. And I say he's a kid because he is. I'm sorry, Soul, but you're just a little young guy, and age is not a good measuring stick for anything. It's not like it's just it's a reference point, but it is one thing that I'm amazed when I see a young person going so hard like Von Soul is, because most humans take longer to develop, and he's just out there like getting his art in a gallery in Tokyo. I'd love to hear from him as to whether he thinks like that's a Web3 catapult, meaning does he achieve that visibility and that placement in that gallery if he's not here, or is that already taking place whether Web3 is here or not? Um, but yeah, this community, Bad Take, Artifact, um, I think they're synonymous now. I mean, Bad Take's its own thing. Uh, and we just love Artifact in here. But it's these creators are getting theirs here, and they're coming here, they're flocking here because they're seeing their friends have success here, get supported, and I'm gonna do anything I can to support them. You know what I mean? And because if I can go out and blow money on clones and lose a bunch of money on clones, I can help somebody that's here trying to get theirs in their life. It's just for me, I get no more. There's no more better reward in my life than helping another person achieve success.
And that is why we fuck with you, Baron.
For
So I've
real,
been
dude.
from day one, man. That's just, dude. It's not fun to have success alone, man. You want to have others with you. So it's we're all together on this journey, man. Pull each
I
other
get
up.
it.
It's like,
Go ahead, Brian. My bad.
that's all I got.
Said I like what you're saying because I've been thinking about it recently. I want to continue to fill my closet with. I have a bunch of like creator shirts in here. I've got all the artifact shirts, but I've got like Mira in here. I've got a stoned human by one of the CloneX LA homies. I've got CloneX Texas shirt in here. I wore OD socks to the gym today. Like I want to reach a point where the community has dropped enough stuff to where I can collect it, and like that's what my fits consist.
Like when Kuro drops his food.
Yeah, Kuro.
When Kuro drops his snacks. Bro. Yeah, dude. Well, he can't drop wine because I can't support that. But when he drops snacks, like my whole freaking pantry is going to be filled with them. Okay. I might get fat over it.
No, dude. You know what Kuro's going to drop? Just from our last couple of weeks of conversation, arch support, back support. You know what I'm saying? You know, for all the people who've been rocking Adidas their whole life, Kuro back supports are ready to go. It's a market. Like you got to fill a need in this market, and clearly, there's people who've been rocking Adidas their whole life, and Kuro is ready to support you and get your back and your posture back in line. Kuro, take it away.
Yo, there's a Nike back strap for lifting weights. You can put that on and get your posture correct while you wear those god-awful shoes.
Imagine I just pull up with the back strap.
Jeez.
Yeah, the Kuro back brace. We'll get a name for it. We're working on a name. He's working on the design now, but don't worry.
I'm trying to start I want to do pickleball like gear and merch and paddles. It's the fastest growing sport, like by significant numbers. And all I can think about is like putting. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna make a fortune on this shit. Just wait.
Is that because all the boomers are right in that age frame right now? They're starting to play pickleball, and it's just like they're the biggest population.
It's for unathletic, out of shape humans that want to feel like they're athletic again, or that they're active, but they're really not because it was like made for geriatrics. But it's the fastest growing sport out there, and I think LeBron has a pickleball team, and like these side sports are where it's at. So I'm trying to get a little line going, but I want to do. I don't want to do. I want to do like paddles, dude. I want to put my clones on paddles, so they're like fucking.
Some killer bears already.
Like put a demon on there, and just like somebody has to stare at that demon across the court, and like I can hold it in the air. Like I can see this thing catching on, man.
Is it really for geriatrics?
No, hold on. I just saw a video, dude, and they said America's on a downtrend, like the downfall of America. And one of the examples in there was that our number one sport is pickleball, and that's like the most played sport, and pickleball is just not. I don't know. We won't go there. But my neighbors built a pickleball court. I'm not kidding. I could see it from where I'm at. They built it on their property. And they have shades. They've got a grandstand. They got stands. This is a private house, bro. And they have all the homies come over, all here, bro. And they're playing pickleball for hours all morning. And I'm drinking coffee, and I just hear this ball getting hit by the paddle all morning. So
it's loud, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say. People complaining about the sound of pickleball courts being close to their homes and the way that the ball sounds when it's getting slapped against those paddles.
Well, it actually doesn't bother me, but I see why a lot of people have like had to put like ordinances in their HOAs at like time that they could start to play. There's something about that ball, and I live in a valley, like at the top of a hill, but so the valley echoes when they're hitting this ball, bro. I don't really care, but I think the business model here is earplugs, and you could sell them to the people that don't like the sound of the pickleball. That might be the market. What do you think, Vern?
I like it. We got to look for growing markets.
A lot of people sued the Army for bad earplugs, so maybe that's not the way to go.
What?
Yeah,
what happened?
If you wore earplugs from year 2000 to like 2010 or something like that, then they have an open lawsuit for soldiers because of the earplugs that they gave you didn't work as well, and it attributes to hearing loss.
That's 15% disabilities. You just add that up with everything else,
That's a fact. That is a fact. That was a time that I was in the military. So those bright orange ass earplugs was the same earplugs that I was using. So
Yeah, I got tinnitus from the military, so I know exactly what you're talking about. They didn't work. They were better than nothing, though.
my man threw up the laughing emojis when he said I got tinnitus from it.
It's just ringing in the ears, You're just sitting there and in silence sometimes. It just starts ringing.
I thought that was a normal thing for everybody. That's not a normal thing. That's something I should be worried about.
No, bro. I found out it wasn't normal. Like it wasn't normal just to be like have this high pitch ringing in the ears, and turns out it's a symptom of tinnitus. I think.
Well, I'll be damned.
I think you just got psychological issues, my friend.
I can agree with that for real.
Hey,
I'm definitely
bro.
unplugged from the matrix.
For
I can
sure,
agree with
dude.
that.
Yo, I want an undead clone. I'm gonna say it up on stage. If anybody knows anybody that's trying to get rid of one, I'm willing to pay the right price. I'm not willing to buy that one that's got the headband that's at 11.5 ETH because that mofo wouldn't sell it to me a long time ago for 12 ETH when I offered it to him. So there's no way I'm buying it from him, even though I like the look of the clone. I'm not doing it. So he can't have my money.
Hey, I like that stand, bro. Take a stand sometimes. Sometimes you have to stand for something, and that's one. Baron, you manifest this.
What's gonna happen to your current PFP when you get the undead?
He's weeping
Sophie
it
is
right
on
on the
that
floor.
ass, bro. She is on that ass for that clone, Baron. Give it up.
Dude, I got another guy that's in my DMs. Like, he wants one of these clones. Like, you ready? Let's do this. You ready? I'm like, dude, are you Pump? Like, what is this? What Pump does to people? Is this what Jerry does to people? Just
Oh
breaks
no
them
no
Oh,
no
down,
Jerry,
dude.
Jerry's
no! You
twice
give
as
no
bad, bro.
pressure. You gotta make it like, yo, bro. Like if not, it's all good. F you. Like
Jerry
you
will
don't
get
have
the
to do it.
deal. Pump will get the deal. Jerry
Yeah, Jerry
will be
should
on that ass.
legally change his name to the Clone Broker.
The clone broker. Jerry the Human's a good name, but it should be in the bio. At least the first thing in the bio should be clone broker.
Like, randomly today in the chat, he's like, I got this guy down to 1.1 or whatever it was. And I opened it up. I'm like, that's a gorgeous clone. Like, this poor bastard.
This guy's like needing liquidity to pay his bills or he's getting evicted, and Jerry's just grinding his ass down. I got him down to 1.1. His clone's for sure worth 2, but we ain't playing that shit.
Yo, he's getting liquidated on Bend Out tonight. Be ready.
Oh, and I'm also going after that absolute grail that's on a t-shirt, dude, from Gagosian. I don't know how that thing's out there. That, like, one with the scroll in front of its face. There's a, that
That one,
I
that
offered
one
that
got
person a
liquidated.
trade on OpenSea. Yeah, they're never gonna accept it.
It got
but it's
liquidated on
listed
Bendo.
now.
Yeah,
It's listed
for like
for
7 ETH.
yeah.
It has a
Someone's gonna.
4 ETH offer though. I'm surprised.
I'm not. That's a grail. So that clone was on the t-shirts they were selling at the Gagosian event. I
Is
don't know
that
how.
the same exact one?
No,
Dude,
there's a few of them. There's like multiple with the
with that
scrolls
girl,
and the
with the girl. Let me get
There's
a
like
copy of this t-shirt. Hold on. I'm gonna get the
find it.
t-shirt. Remove
That
any of this.
scroll trait is on a few clones. But that one was on Bendo. I helped Jerry bid on a few on Bendo, but you're bidding against bots. But that one got liquidated on Bendo.
Have you ever won on Bendo since you are bidding against bots?
No, I don't bid often on Bendo. I usually send them into the chat for Jerry. Jerry recently was trying to get this angel, I think it was. But that big drop we had the last couple weeks, or when was it? Pumped this last week or week before?
Yeah,
It
like
liquidated. It sent a bunch of good clones into auction. That's what you guys are seeing. A bunch of apes got liquidated too.
Do you know how much that scroll one sold for on Bend Out?
Like under 2, like around 2 ETH, I think. Crazy.
Yeah, man. All I want is a Murakami DNA. And that's it for real. I'm not the only clone. Only other clone I'll hold. All other clones that I get, I'll trade. But the only clone I'm looking to hold is this VVSIs, DNA, bro. Call it a night.
Yeah, that's the play. That's my next victim. They haven't. The DNA holders have to capitulate more. We're not there yet with them, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, because here's the thing: is that the one DNA that sold was probably one of the best in the collection. That the one that Shake got. So the other ones, I mean, I know they're worth a lot of money, but they're not worth what Shake's clone. That thing is legendary. So I don't know. Just hoping they come down a little bit more.
I like the one that looks like mine that has the quiff. I'm not even a quiff type of dude, man. You know what I mean? But that DNA quiff would be super nasty.
This guy said he's not a quiff, dude. He's
I'm
not
not,
the
man.
quiff type.
I'm not. It reminds me of like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. That's definitely not my style.
Yo, can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry. I told you guys I was a dummy. So once I downloaded this Clone Tools, how do I put it into Blender? Okay, that's my last question. I'm sorry.
Look it up on YouTube.
I knew somebody was coming with it.
I knew that was about to be dropped. I saw that video was 37 minutes, and I said, beep, 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 beep.
Bro, it's like the first part of it. It's like just watch 5 minutes.
All right,
See how
fine.
frustrated Kane was in his voice.
He's like,
Blender's so serious.
you could just
He's
invest
so
12 seconds of your time and find out.
You lazy
Hey,
bastard.
that's how I found out though.
It's like the kid in class who asked
through it.
what was for homework when it was written on the board.
Just look at the board.
We didn't make the video for nothing. Beb's video is how I figured it all out. But I don't know if I could walk anybody through it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm
Girl,
waiting for
the square.
waiting for Kane to help
What
out.
happened to my square? I still have it. It's just,
but you went back to the NFT one.
Yeah, it's because it's an NFT, so it glitches out and it goes in between. I have to switch to the clone for it to stay a square.
Sure, I thought you had to pay $1,000 a month for a business account. Is that true?
He does.
Girl. Bruh.
You see the
Nah, I'm paying $50 a month. All the rules don't apply to me; they apply to you guys.
Square-headed ass, looking ass, square head.
Square.